many conventions used in horror films, from ghosts to jump scares. But what conventions did I use in my film? One of the conventions I used was making my main and side character adults. Like in most films, most main characters are adults because many production companies believe children casted as main characters won't sell. An example of this is how Stranger Things was rejected by everyone besides Netflix because everyone believed it wouldn't be a seller because of the main cast being children. I'm representing how using adults can show how many take adults more serious than children due to the belief kids are weak and stupid. I also use the convention of violence, murder, and a killer. But why did I choose this convention? I chose it because my main character is Hispanic, and there's a stereotype that all Hispanics are aggressive. So I had to make my character pick up the knife so that she had an instant thought of violence. I chose the killer and murder convention so that the killer in the first scene actually looks like a killer, and people understand that she's a killer. Samara being a child killer can be represented in the mentally ill social group because there is something psychologically wrong with her that ended up making her a killer. Issues represented can be abuse on children, whereas Samara's mom threw her in a well, and before she did that, she hated her child. To follow up with, my killer has a villain backstory, using the convention of depression to also represent the issue of mental illness across children. Let's do a track back to the aggressive Hispanic stereotype. Why is it an issue? This is because it's racism, which is discriminating against any racial group, which is bad. But why is it bad? Because assuming all Hispanic people are violent is a common stereotype which represents a racial issue, which is why I used it in my film. Lastly, my main character goes against common female stereotypes in a horror film, also known as counter stereotypes. The stereotype is known as the final girl. This girl is morally pure, meaning that she has no violence in her mind and she doesn't think it's the answer, which my character is not. And my character also beats the I need a man to save me stereotype women have, putting her in the feminist social group, like Anne with an E. To wrap it up, I put many social groups and issues in my product, creating many representations. So, bye-bye.